right on the money.
Yeah, you can't argue with it. You know Kurt probably doesn't feel that way, and that's just because of that past and that hatred that he has for Double J. But I'll tell you something I've noticed. When they're in the ring, it seems like Kurt Angle has the edge. When we've seen him outside of the ring and it became more of a brawl, it seemed like Sting had the edge, using that size and strength in those quarters. But Kurt right now, inside here, just seems to have a little bit of an edge, and he's got a hold, and wow, talk about releasing somebody. He sent Sting flying.
Suplex, pin, 2 count only. You saw Sting try to use the power. He tried to bum rush Angle that time. But what Kurt did was grab on with all of his life, and then the suplex leads to the near fall, and now Angle with the backbreaker right into a pin. Here's 2, and no, just 2.
You know, again, you got to give Jarrett credit. Those counts are not slow by any scope of the imagination. They're right on. So you can't sit there and hold that against him if you're Kurt. You just got to do what you're doing. But the bottom line is Kurt's dominating right now. He's doing what he wants to do, and he's doing it in a way that's sending a message to Sting that, you know what, I'm the best in the world right now, and I'm in total control of this matchup. And he has been super impressive here in the last few minutes.
While Angle continues his wear down of Sting, if you know your wrestling history, you know that Jeff Jarrett, this isn't the first time that he's worn the referee's shirt. Very, very early on, even before his professional career started, Jeff Jarrett was a referee. Quickly shot off into the ropes as Angle, swinging and miss with the clothesline by Sting. They meet in mid-ring. They both go for the cross-body block. They both connect with impact, and both champ and challenger go down.
I don't know that he's ever refereed a match, though, that had this much importance, that had this much at stake. I mean, you mentioned there's a company on the line. It really is. Just because of the power that the Main Event Mafia wields. And it's one of those where these two both want to be the leader of that group. Both of them right now struggling to get to their feet.
At the 6 count, Sting and Angle both are up to their feet and both meet and both exchange. Let's see who gets the best of it here.
Just trading blows. Both of them trying to get momentum. Kurt decides to forget the punches and go for the kicks. But right now, both of them, you can see they're tired. They've been so mentally focused for this for so long that it's just got to be tough.
Follow move in the corner as Angle comes out as a clothesline. Then a running lariat and another by Sting. Angle gets knocked down, but each time gets right back up to his feet. Shot off again into the turnbuckle. Stinger splash in the corner. Big power move by the champ. Gonna go for a suplex on Angle. Snaps him over. Let's see if the pin is next. It is. It's 2 and 2 only.
So close there. You could almost feel it. It feels like Jeff cheering Sting on, realizing that Sting was close to the pin. I mean, this means so much to Jeff.
How about that arm drag by Sting as the counter to the Angle slam? And then takes Angle high up into the air and just overwhelms him with the power bomb. Jarrett, pin count 2 only. Angle gets the shoulder before 3.
Wow, that was close. Kurt Angle, though, just reflex. That was absolutely pure instinct. I mean, that's just not something anybody has. That was so close. The Sting.
Scorpion death drop.
Oh, look at this. He's going to get the ankle.
Right in to Angle's patented submission hold, the ankle lock. But you see that the champ has the perfect counter, using his free leg to kick him off. Here's a German. Grip maintained. That suplex #1 by Angle. This is a big man and Sting. Both height and weight advantage, but it's almost like Angle doesn't even sense that or worry about it. It's suplex #2, and he's still holding on.
And I tell you what, it's a move he always uses to get the momentum going back in his direction. He felt it was slipping away. Let's face it, that last 3 count was so close. This is what Kurt Angle does. When he gets a chance and he gets a hold of you, he'll hit you with 3 of these. Oh, man, Sting barely got the shoulder up in time there. It was just, you could just tell by the effort he barely had anything left in him. You got to give him credit, so he got it up.
Angle slam attempt again. Instead, Sting lands on his feet. The short punches followed by a Stinger splash attempt. Angle gets out of the way, and there it is. Connects with the Angle slam. Here we go. Could have a new champ. Here's 1. Here's 2.
Sting left no doubt. He got the shoulder up quickly on that before that 3rd count. Left no doubt. but you can sense things turning right now. Kurt Angle looking at Jeff explaining to him what the situation was.
And you can sense frustration on the part of Angle when you hit the Angle slam and you don't put Sting away. Almost as if the first person he turned to blame was Jarrett. Then he realizes he's got to go back with a moonsault on top of Sting. Here's another pin. Here's another 1, 2, and no.
Oh my gosh, that was close. Holy cow. Kurt Angle, unbelievable effort tonight. Basically, constantly worrying about what Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley might do, is just somehow kept his eye on the ball. And I mean, here he is, so close himself to getting pinned. Now he's turned this thing around.
Scorpion death drop on the quick reversal. Now it's Sting on top of Angle for 2.
It's like both of these guys, and I'm going to say this, they just refuse to lose, Mike Tenay. They refuse to lose. They pick up the cadence of that count. They hear it 1, 2, and I mean, they just somehow use that reflex to get that shoulder up at the last second. How close has this been already?
As special referee, TNA founder Jeff Jarrett employs the count. You see that both Sting and Angle are trying to regroup both mentally and physically at this point. Oh my. Contact made with the referee as Sting dropped down. The clothesline that was intended for Sting instead takes out Jeff Jarrett.
And it was an accident.
Here comes the Scorpion. Here comes the Scorpion deathlock as ringside enforcer Mick Foley is checking on Jeff Jarrett.
Well, Mick Foley checking to see if Jeff's all right. It was an accident. I mean, there was no doubt.
Look at this tap. Look at this tap by Angle. Angle's tapping out.
It's not a tap if it's not seen. It's not a tap if it's not seen, but you know, that's one of those situations there where Sting was in the wrong place. Kurt Angle, there was no way he could have avoided Jeff Jarrett.
And as Sting goes to check on Jarrett, it's Angle from behind with the Angle slam. He tells Foley to come over and make the count. The enforcer counts 1, counts 2. No, Sting gets the shoulder up. Just that close, says Foley.
Kurt Angle so close to becoming the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and now he's looking at Mick Foley. And it felt like Mick Foley may have been, he was a lot slower than Jeff was on some of those counts. Well, I mean, it's too much to have these 3 guys out there at all times. You feel like you never have a chance.
The low blow by Foley, to Foley, by Kurt Angle. And now here comes Kurt Angle over to pick up a steel chair. You can see the bodies laid out in the ring. The champion Sting is down. The ringside enforcer Foley, as well as special referee Jeff Jarrett. And now, steel chair being raised by Angle, and Mick Foley stops him.
Mick Foley now, you see Sting behind him. Mick Foley does the trick.
No!
Mick Foley just crashed Sting in the head.
By accident. Foley hits Sting by accident. And then Foley receives the Angle slam from Kurt Angle.
I'll tell you what, I know you say accident, but anytime you got Foley with a chair, anything can happen.
Counts 1.
Yeah, here it is.
And no!
Come on! How slow can a count be?
How slow can it be? The man was just knocked out by Kurt Angle. He's revived, and through the cobwebs, Jarrett tries to make the count, but you can't deny that Sting avoided 3.
Give him credit for getting the shoulder up in time, especially after Mick Foley took that shot at him with the chair. Didn't know Foley had it in him. But you can see now the argument going on. I mean, Kurt Angle cannot believe that he didn't get the 3 count.
And Angle, like we saw before the Sting, the total lack of respect to Jarrett, spits in the face of the founder. Jarrett with the punch. Scorpion death drop. Here's 2. Here's 3. Sting keeps the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is still TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon Sting!
TNA founder Jeff Jarrett counts 3 and hands the championship belt to Sting. Sting's hand raised in victory, as well by ringside enforcer Mick Foley. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight at Destination X, the Icon Sting is still the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And you just have to wonder about the problems in the main event Mafia. Think of the situation between Kurt Angle and Sting, as we see Angle turning his attention towards Jeff Jarrett as Jarrett goes up the ramp.
What's wrong with you, man? Why can't you run your own business? You son of a bitch, you did it again. And then you got. That's right, you're
Finger of blame pointed at Jeff Jarrett, and you have to wonder if the problems in the main event mafia aren't worse than ever.